We are live. Well, not live today. It's a pre-recorded interview, but I got to hit the Bruce Buffer intro. Welcome back to the Spinnin Backfist MMA show. Today we have an interview with Corey Anderson from the PFL, obviously a former UFC fighter as well, and a former guest on the Spinnin Backfist MMA show. This is his second appearance. He's such a great guy, so easy to talk to. Before we get into it, I want to remind everyone about DraftKings. It's your season, it's your shot, and the NFL season is rolling. Every touchdown can bring you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Every game is another chance to cash in. Don't just watch the action, win with it. DraftKings Sportsbook delivers the unmatched intensity of the NFL straight to your fingertips. From the first touchdown scorer to anytime touchdown props or the thrill of live in-game betting, every snap is loaded with opportunity. You know me, I'm going to be betting on the Commanders. I'm going to be betting on Jaden Daniels, anytime touchdown scorer. I love it. And new customers, this one is for you. Bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, score over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket, amazing, from YouTube and YouTube TV. Your season's heating up. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code BACKFIST. That's BACKFIST. That's code BACKFIST for $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet your first $5 bet. Plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Now let's get into this interview with Corey Anderson. All right, welcome back to the Spinnin Backfist MMA show, ladies and gentlemen. It is Robbie JackMac, and we are here once again with Corey Anderson. The second time we're interviewing you. I think the first time was maybe 3 years ago. It was close to 3 years ago. Yeah.
It was Bellator.
Yeah, it was Bellator. It was August 2022, I want to say it was.
So something like that. It was a rematch right before the second fight with Vadim Nemkov.
Exactly. Well, you got a good memory.
I remember exactly.
Yeah.
I remember the whole moment. I remember the tour and everything.
Well, congratulations on the string of victories since then. And obviously the last one being a great TKO victory.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
How was it fighting up at heavyweight?
That's the thing. A lot of people kept saying, "Oh, he's going up. Oh, it's going to be a
I
big
thought you were
step
going to
up."
stay.
But no, I mean, I want to go back and forth. I keep telling them, put me at both. I do in both, 205 and heavyweight. So I was a heavyweight in high school wrestling all the way to my senior year in college. So I've been moving weight like that my whole adulthood life. And then I also coach college wrestling now at Marion University, and I'm the heavyweight coach. So I wrestle with guys that's 220 to 290 and helping them cut weight. So I move big bodies around all the time. So when my manager called me like, "Oh, it's a heavyweight," send the contract. Like, "Brother, how big are you?" Like, "I don't care. Send the contract." Like, I'm picking guys up 280 and running around the wrestling room for sprints and takedowns, so I can do this no problem.
Is it hard to go back to light heavyweight and start cutting after you've had, I assume, a much lighter, nicer fight camp at heavyweight?
I will say that it's definitely a lot harder to get my diet back right.
Yeah.
Like Frank Yeager is one of my coaches.
Yeah.
And so we fought the 19th. I went home for a week and came back the next week. And the first day I came to the gym, I was like, "All right, first thing to get your nutrition in order." What you mean? Look at your legs, bro. Like, you ain't made weight in 18 months. Like, you got to get this right. Like, you're right. And then I'm thinking, "Oh, it's going to be easy." Because I always had no problem cutting weight. And I'm doing everything right, like eating right, and the scale would not get, it was like 240, 238. But it would never go below. I'm like, yo, this ain't going to, like, last week was the first time I finally broke 238 and got down to 230. Like, "Oh, we're good now. Okay, we're good. Thank God, we're good." So now it's like trying not to lose too much too early. But that was definitely scary because I was doing like a lot of creatine, and we got this product from my supplement sponsor, Apollo Nutrition, which is like a carb loader to keep the weight on you. And then you start lifting. I'm eating venison and eating 9 meals a day. My wife was giving me
You're eating 9 meals a day?
Yeah, like to keep my weight up at that point. So I did.
How do you even find the time for that?
It was literally, my wife will have like a calculation. She wake me up like, "All right, you got it. Like, I'm going to the gym. You got a meal in the fridge. You throw it in the microwave. Take the snack bag with you," which counts as a meal because like a bunch of protein bars and protein shake. Now I want you to take another shake, and I got another bowl in the refrigerator. You eat that right after practice, and when you get home, it's gonna be another meal. And I would get home for dinner. She have like a personal lasagna, like the family lasagna, and I have a bigger one for me. She's like, "This is yours." Like, "What do you mean?" Like, "That's full of more meat and cheese. That's yours. That's the carbs and stuff you need to keep your weight up with all the training you do."
All right, at least it's good stuff, lasagna and stuff. I was thinking,
She's banging in the kitchen. Everybody that comes over knows.
I'm sure that at least makes it a little bit easier. Where it's not like you're like
too easy.
eating boring stuff.
Yeah, but then when it got time, like during the fight, I can eat whatever. But now it's like time to cut back. It's different.
Yeah.
Because like I'm eating these little meals, and every time I come home, it's like, "Oh, let me guess, Chicken.
I was gonna say chicken and rice, like
Chicken,
super simple.
rice,
Yeah.
vegetables, the
She
broccoli
must have
boil.
more time now too.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
like she says, and I'm only cooking for one instead of cooking for a whole everybody.
Much
So,
easier to meal prep for light heavyweight. Yeah.
So groceries are pretty simple now. Like,
Did you feel? Obviously, you felt heavier, but what about your speed, your cardio when you put on the weight? Was there any difference, or just?
cardio, not so much. It took a little bit get the body used to moving more weight because usually in camp at 205, I'm about 225, 230. There it was like I was 235 to 240. And like I know NFL player, I never believed it, but he always says your body works a sequence of fives. That 5 pounds is a big thing in NFL they work on.
Interesting.
So 5 pounds get to make or break. You're either gonna feel like trash or you're gonna feel great. And I'll swear, when I first hit 235, I was training at that, it was like I had a good pace the first 2 rounds, and third and fourth round, I'm like, this ain't the same. Like my movement started slowing. Coach like, yo,
Wow.
you're not popping no more. Where's your pop? Like I'm trying. I ain't get it, but it took me like 2-3 weeks. Like, and I would go home and just crash out. Like I was beat from carrying the weight. And then 2-3 weeks later, it finally started feeling normal. Like, I said, this is what Trent meant. Trent Cole, he played for the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, the sequence of 5. Your body works in 5 pounds. Like, you aren't used to having that extra 5 pounds on. It feels different. So it slowed me down. But then later on, after training at that weight for so long, like I said, the cardio, no problem. Speed was definitely a lot slower because I was a little heavier.
Yeah, yeah.
But we made it work for us.
How's New Jersey living compared to the Midwest?
It's fast, you know what I mean? Just like
Yeah.
you look out there, you can see right here the cars just going by, and it's weird. Like my wife, she likes being here in Jersey,
Okay.
and I don't mind it because we got our people here. I love our people here in the gyms and the team and families. But when I go back to Indiana, I love it. Like my backyard is like a 500-acre bean field, a cornfield, whatever it is. I got the hot tub, cold plunge, and sauna. And I sit out there all night and just do nothing in the sky, stars, no noise. Like I can shoot my gun. I walk out the back door with the gun, just start shooting at squirrels or whatever in the back. Nobody can say anything to me. You know, that's country living.
You do that in Jersey, people are going to be
Exactly.
like, what
In
is
Jersey,
going
I'm in jail
on?
about 3 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you will be.
So yeah, like I got properties. I own like 200 acres of land in Indiana.
wow.
I go out there with the kids, ride around. Here it's like there is no land. Like,
200
Yeah.
acres of land in New Jersey, you would be mega rich.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You would
Like,
have
they sell, the government
unlimited
sold to
money.
You're the
somebody.
richest person in the state.
You're richest person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like hard to come by that stuff here. So it's different. But like I said, I'm a stay at home, outdoorsy kind of guy. Like I love hunting, being in the woods, and stuff like that. So
Before you came in here, he was telling us that he actually knows. He was trying to work out a hunting trip with Sydney Wells
Oh,
and
yeah, Sydney's
her
the best.
father.
Yeah.
Slock Master.
So we're gonna have to get him on Barstool Outdoors.
That would be great. That'd be awesome.
Because-
Are you more of a hunter, fisher?
Hunter.
Hunter.
Yeah. So like I told him, I'm better at hunting than I am fighting. And
Get
I'm
outta
more-
here,
I
really?
that's-
Are there
hunting's my
competitions
thing.
for that you can?
So there's archery competitions like
All right.
IBO and stuff.
you
go
hunt with
outside
a
and shoot.
bow?
Yeah, I do it all with a bow.
Oh, shit.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
man, he's
Like,
That's
her dad-
awesome. Yeah,
his-
that's
her
real cool.
dad was big. That's how I like found him. The Slockman, he would do like shooting birds and stuff out of the sky with a bow.
Yeah.
And like, yo, that's unheard of. Then he had like blow darts for his shooting birds. Like I seen an episode where he killed like all these little, like kind of like a dove, but he limited out with a blow dart from like a dirt pile, high my dirt pile, and shoot like, yo, this dude is the man. Then I'm in college and I'm talking to my roommate about it. Come to find out, he lives down the road from Sydney and Tim up in like Canton, Indiana, or Illinois, wherever they
Yeah,
were.
yeah.
Like, oh, I'm gonna get you hooked on with them, man. And that's why I was talking to Sydney. She's like, oh, we'll try to figure it out, figure a time. And just, I ended up moving to New Jersey. Then
Yeah.
she's Barstool. It just never worked out. But
That's crazy.
We'll
Have
work
you ever
that out
tried
now.
the blow dart arts?
that's what I'm saying. He does. He's known for spearing all different animals.
I know he's
hogs
like
and
a
all that.
legend, yeah.
But he had like this little blow dart gun. I think he has his own brand. Where he was like behind dirt piles and he had the camera like I'm away and the birds would land here. Like from 15, 20 yards and put him down like, yo, this dude is the man. I see why they call him the Slock Master. So yeah.
Have you been hunting your whole life?
Yes.
I was
Yep.
going to say, you probably have to be better at that than fighting,
Yeah,
right?
well, so I've been hunting with a gun. I started with a gun since a kid. Like I got my first shotgun at 8 years old.
Oh, my God.
Did my hunter safety course when I left. My dad gave me a 14 shotgun.
Wasn't Santa Claus? It was
As an 8-year-old.
No, we didn't believe in Santa Claus. Dad told us young, there's no such thing. I work hard for my money. This is mine.
There we go. Okay, that's right. That's right. That's a hunted father.
Yeah.
So we used to do just shotgun hunts and all that. And then when I was 12 or 13, we went by this 3D archery target place where targets were dropping up and down and people were shooting bows. We were interested. Went in, my dad left with a Matthews. I went back the next day, bought mine, and we've been shooting the bow ever since. I did my first bow hunt at 16, and it was a funny story. I didn't even make it up in a tree because I was using the climber. Didn't know what I was doing. But I killed my first deer. It wasn't until I was like 22 when I was coaching college wrestling. 10-point buck, huge buck, and I've been hooked ever since. So then after the UFC 217, when I got a head kick knocked out by OSP, the gym wouldn't let me in. It was hunting season. It was October, November. All the gyms like, no, you need time to rest, this and that. My wife is also a hunting family, along with custom gear to quit, though. Don't know how I married into that. Just lucky. Biggest tree stand company in the world.
Wow.
And I married into her. Yeah,
Wow.
she was like, well, you like hunting. Why don't you just take your bow and go hunt? And then that day in the woods, like, I just found peace. And ever since then, every day I've been in the woods. I don't think I've been a day where I haven't been outdoors shooting my bow in the woods since. That's just
So post UFC 317, that was when, or
Yeah.
217, that was when you kind of
That's when everything,
refound the love of hunting.
Yep. It was like no more, like at the time I was so busy in training. And if I lost,
Yeah.
it was like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Because a loss meant everything. But now it's like a loss means nothing. It's just part of the journey.
Yeah.
You go out, because I hunt and find nature. That's peace. That's my
Yeah,
therapy.
kind of like meditative.
Yeah, like I don't smoke. I rarely ever drink. I don't play video games. So for me, like I was telling these guys, I'm working on YouTube content,
What
building
about Big
bowls all
Buck
day
Hunter?
long.
You ever do the
Yeah,
ones
I was,
like
I was thinking the same exact thing, dude,
I'm
when
gonna
you said
like
that.
on bars, I'm hanging out. They got, oh, I'm definitely gonna go shoot.
I was like, he's
I'm
probably
definitely
sick
gonna
at
go
Big
shoot
Buck
that.
Hunter. Yeah.
But the thing is, they never calibrated correctly.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I shot that dude. That dude should be dead. Like, give me my points. Like, you missed. Like, no, I didn't.
Yeah, like I actually know.
Yeah, like I put that behind
Telling everyone in
his
the bar, you're like,
shoulders.
no,
Like,
no,
what are
I
you
got
talking
that
about?
one.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Just got to cut off this interview real quick to tell everyone about New Amsterdam Vodka, one of our favorite sponsors here on the Spinnin Backfist MMA show. It's the official vodka of Barstool Sports. It's the official vodka of the UFC. And in our opinion, it's the official vodka of winning. We've got a champion vodka over here. You match it up against any other vodka, and oh boy, it's a knockout for New Amsterdam. Big Ev always calls it the best bang for your buck. They've got amazing products throughout their line. Pink Whitney, the regular New Amsterdam. It's a sleek bottle. It looks good on your shelf. So whether you're catching the pay-per-view fight at your favorite bar or hanging at home listening to us talk about it, celebrate your wins with the insanely smooth New Amsterdam vodka. Find your wins with New Amsterdam.
And you got a big rematch coming up in Dubai. You've kind of had to, like, the last few fights, you've gotten to travel the world a little bit. Going to Dubai now, you had Belfast, right? Do you like traveling for
Africa.
fights, or would you rather fight in the States, make it easy?
So when I was young and single, I loved traveling. You know, you want to see the stuff, see the world. But now I'm married with kids, and you don't want to. I don't want to drag the kids along. You know,
Yeah.
especially when you're paying for these expensive tickets, and the kids don't understand the trip, so they want to do this. I want to do that, mom and daddy. So it's a lot of headache. It's hard to focus on the fight with the kids, and but I also want them to travel as well. But it's just hard. So right now, as a married man with young kids, I'd rather be in the States because it's easier. Because
Yeah.
my family can come, and we usually bring my mother's or my wife's mother out, and she stays at the hotel. She doesn't want to go to the fights, and she can watch the kids, and all the other family can come to the fights and hang out. But when we go out of the country, it's hard to do that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
So your wife's family, her mother doesn't like to watch the fights at all?
hey, she watches it, but she
Okay.
doesn't care to be in the arena.
Yeah.
You know?
Got it.
So
I know
she-
there's some that just don't like to watch at all. I think Hamzat's mother does not watch. Habib's mother, I think, didn't watch. And so
I feel like it even goes back and forth with wives and significant others.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
some like to be
some
cage side.
don't like to be cage side. Yeah.
Yeah. How about, does your wife come to
So my
the
wife
arena?
used to fight. So I met her in the MMA gym. I met her at Rufus Sport. My very first day in the gym, she was
Wow.
working the front desk that
Your
day.
first day in the
My
gym,
very
you met her.
first
What a
day.
love story.
Ben
Yeah.
Askren, Ben Askren told me to come to this gym. I go in. She's working the front desk, and I end up shooting my shot in her DMs like later that night, and she left me
Was
on
this
red.
Facebook?
This is or Instagram.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So I messaged her. This is 2012. I sent her a DM, and she left me on red to 2014 or 15. It was after I fought Shogun. No, not Shogun. Who I fight before Shogun? Because she started a podcast. She does like the media
Okay,
stuff too.
yeah.
Now she's not fighting, and she wanted to do an interview with me. And I'm like, oh, so you just gonna respond back? Like, you ain't see that. So every time we go somewhere, I tell somebody that joke. Like, I shot my shot back in college, and she left me on red until she needed me. Now look at her. Now I got her. I won the battle. But
Life's
yeah.
a fight.
Oh, it's crazy. She was there the first day in the gym. My first pro fight, she was there. She was supporting Sergio Pettis. She was there. When I won the
story,
Ultimate
yeah.
Fighter, she sat behind me on the plane coming back because her friend, I remember her roommate, Callie, she fought, and she was talking to me about the belt and everything. I'm talking to her. She was there, and then it was something else. Like, before we hooked up, she was there for all these different things. Her brother went to the same school I went to, the college I went to, and wrestled for the same team. It was like all these things, and we was
meant
always
to be,
around each
yeah.
other, but we just never hit it off until she needed me for a podcast, and I did that. And even then, she didn't even know it then. I was hitting on her at that time. And eventually, it stuck. You know what I mean? Now look,
You said that was after Shogun, the podcast
It
was?
before or after? It was
I was going to say it was Tom Lawler before, and it was Sean O'Connell
So it was Tom
after.
Lawler after,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because she
crazy.
was in the crowd because Sean O'Connell was the first one. She was there with me. Cause I remember doing the announcement on the case. That was when the first time I didn't have to cook for myself. She did all my laundry. Like, and I remember how easy that camp was. Like, her breaking down the game plan with me every night. Like, I've been watching film. I think he's going to do this. I'm thinking do that. And I remember getting in the cage. I just want to thank you to my girl, Jennifer Anderson. I love you so much, baby. Yeah. I remember the red suit and everything that night in New York, Albany, New York. Yes,
That's awesome.
You mentioned Ben Askren. You gave an interview recently about how much of an impact he's had on your life. How has it been? Obviously, we are so happy to see him back. I mean, I saw him like almost jogging recently, which is crazy to say. Have you been in contact with him recently?
Yeah.
And like we're hoping everything continues on the straight path. But yeah, I just wanted to ask you about.
I've been in
the Ben
more
Askren
contact with
relationship.
him now since he's came out of his coma. I think it's like he's seen all the interviews and see like how much of an impact and just reaching out. Like even when he was in the coma, I had messaged him, texted him, just saying like I know you can't say hope things are going well.
Yeah.
Then when he announced he found like he's going to try to be a Christian, he's trying to find faith. I messaged him on that because I'm a big believer. I read my Bible every morning.
Got it.
And send him scriptures and different things to talk to him about. And we talk quite often. He actually he had me go out to the RAF1, the wrestling thing.
Yeah, that was in
a couple weeks ago
Ohio,
in
right?
Ohio. Yep, he had me fly out and do that, and so I talked to him Sunday. Was the last time I talked to him. It's awesome just to see the comeback he's made. Like I tell everybody, like every time somebody asks me, like, you gotta think, what fight was it? It was a UFC fight somewhere. I was on a plane and they announced it on the air. When I land, it was like, yo, Ben's in the hospital. Like, wait, what are you talking about? My wife like, did you hear that? Like, what? No. Then the next day, like, oh. They started to say, like, you might want to go start saying goodbyes because his lungs might be done. He's in the coma. He might not make it out. And it's like, I'm not one to cry.
Yeah, no.
So
Yeah.
like I share my emotions through a post for him, like what he means to me. And I remember telling my wife that he's going to be all right. He's going to be all right. Then they're like, oh, he made movement. He made one, like, Ben's going to be back. And she's like, oh, he's got a long road. Like, nah. I said, no, yeah, they never work with somebody like Ben. When you got a champion Olympian, he's going to prove him wrong. Like, they say it's going to take a month. He's going to get out in a week. I promise you. It's like, oh, he need money for the lung. He's going to have the money in a week. It's like, why do you say that? Sure enough, he's got his lungs. All of a sudden, a week later, he was up out of the hospital. Like I told you, babe, like Ben is a different animal. Like when you work with somebody, like he coached me in college. So, like I remember his mindset was always like, if somebody say this, I'm going to do that. And I just knew, like, he's going to prove him wrong. Even if he ain't supposed to, he's going to leave that hospital early.
That's
He's getting
awesome.
out early.
Yeah.
That's just Ben. And I just look out running, like you said the other day.
Yeah.
See the
Crazy.
post on running the hall, like, that's my dog. Look at my dog. Y'all said he can't. He will. Watch him do it. I'm just, that's my man. Happy for him.
Have you ever played the Frisbee game with
I was
him?
going to
Frisbee
say
golf? I did
that
not.
video of him
You got
and
him in
DC was
DC.
so
So
funny.
funny.
When DC's like winded, he can't, out throw him, and Ben's like, he's barely walking at that point. He's still like, DC, I got you. Any shape, any condition, I'm going to beat you.
Yeah. And DC is definitely a shape right now.
Come on.
We're not saying that.
That's not nice. You did him
That's the
dirty
word.
there.
That's my boy DC. I already know. I done been in his house. All he do is talk trash. He a different person. I know.
Oh, God, that's funny. You got a rematch coming up, too. How do you feel about having a rematch with a fighter, 3 years after you beat him? Is it interesting? Like, do you feel like you're going in and it's a different fight, or do you feel like I kind of did that already? I know I can do it. Like, just do exactly what I did last time.
It's a different fight, but I know I can do it.
Yeah.
So the last time we was here was before a rematch.
Yeah.
And the mindset I had now, was like, oh, it's going to be easy, same thing. And I learned my lesson. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The biggest thing is you can't look past that. And I had a rematch in the UFC as well. And that one, it wasn't like, oh, it's going to be easy. But I switched the game plan. I was like, oh, I'm going to go out and try something different. I'm going to try to beat him in another way. Now I know third time's the charm. We can't make that mistake again. We got to keep this ironclad mindset, and every fight is a new fight. And we're going to go out there and dominate. That's the plan. Like, we don't think, oh, it's easy, we're going to dominate. The goal is we train hard so we can go into this fight to fight easy and make this domination look, wow. Like, you got Dennis Gossoff. Everybody said it. Like, how did you made that look so easy? Like, it wasn't the fact that it was easy. That's just the way we train. Like, And that same thing with Dovletdzhan Yagshimuradov. I'm like, I'm not looking past him. What happened was 4 or 5 years ago. What it was is what it was. Now it's a new fight, and he's hungry. I don't know. I know he's had losses. I don't know if it was the first time he's been finished, but you can tell like it lit a fire underneath him. When PFL started the tournament, they did ask a question: if you could do one dream fight, who would it be? He said right after the get-go, no hesitation, Corey Anderson rematch, which means like that hurt him. That
been thinking about
something
it.
about that stuck with him. And you gotta think about that every day you train. This guy's coming. He's hungry.
Yeah.
He want to get revenge. He want to hurt you like you hurt him. So we got to work even harder. We got to be ready. On our P's and Q's, every I dot and every T crossed when it's time to go, and I'm ready.
100%. I've always said do you feel as if you're one of the more disrespected fighters in the MMA world? We as a podcast feel like you're one of, if you look at your wins and your losses, you have one of the best resumes in the history of the sport. But it feels as if like people are still kind of doubting you. They doubted you against Golsov. You went up to heavyweight and quite frankly dominated him. And you've been doing this year after year after year, promotion after promotion. Do you feel at a certain point, what do I have to do to get the respect from everybody? Or is that something like, hey, I just go in there and fight. I'm going to let media talk.
And see, that is a perfect example. What you said, like, what do I got to do to get your guys' respect?
Yeah.
The Jan Blachowicz, too. That's exactly what that was. Like, what do I got to do? Like, I just beat Johnny Walker. I got to go out here and knock this guy out. And it cost me. Now, to the point after that, it was like, you know what? People going to say what they want to say. I do it every interview. Like, you can say what you want to say. You can say I suck. You can say I'm trash. I'm one of the best light heavyweights, if not the best light heavyweight in the world. And I believe that. So I'm just going to go out there and do what I do.
You've been doing it year after year after
13
year.
You find me somebody else other than John Jones that's been in the game 13 years, that was ranked in the top 10 within his first year and been in the top 10 in the world his whole career and ain't never took a step back.
And finish after finish after finish.
The
Going
only
to
losses
decision.
are to the guys or UFC champs
Yes.
or champs or number one pound for pound. But for some reason, every time my name, but Corey Anderson's a bum, he's a trash. Like, it's to the point you can't even argue with him. It's like I sleep when it rains, which means you guys can worry about me all day. I got money in the bank. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, dominating these guys, keep staying humble. The biggest thing is just not getting cocky and getting to the point of I'm gonna prove this, I'm that, and this, and start boasting and bragging on yourself, and you get humbled. Your head get too big, and you get.
God has a way of doing that.
100%.
That's a healthy mindset, I
I've been
think,
there
yeah.
a few times where God didn't show me. Like, you can't box with God.
But God showed you against the best of the best. Like, I mean, your losses are like some of the greatest names in the history of the sport, and then your wins also. But it's just, we as a podcast have always said, at what point does Corey Anderson get that respect? But like you said, I sleep when it rains. I've never heard that before, but it's a great phrase.
Actually, I learned that from one of my college wrestlers when 2014. He was born with like lung cancer. So he had like cancer.
Okay.
And he wasn't supposed to wrestle. He wasn't doing any of that stuff. I remember he pulled me aside, coach. Like, coach, you know why I love you? Like, why? Like, you sleep when it rains. Like, what? Like, you never heard that story? Like, no. He's like, so it's a guy. As a farmer, he's looking for guys. He goes in the lines, 3 guys, and he asks them, what can you do? The guy said, I can bale the hay, this and that, this and that. Okay. Went to another guy, what do you do? I can feed your horses and all this different stuff. Like, okay. He went to the third, he said, what does he do? Like, I can sleep when it rains. What's that mean? Like, no matter what, I've always done my job. The job is always finished. When it rains, everybody else is panicking because they didn't finish what they had to do. Coach, you sleep when it rains. I watch you every day. You work hard. You do everything you have to do. You cross every T, you dot every I. You always make sure the job is finished before you go to bed. You sleep when it rains. That's why I look up to you. And that stuck. So that was
That's awesome.
2013. His name is Rook Castlebaum. I can mess with him right now. And he's telling the story. Coach, you still sleep when it rains? And that is my dude. Like, he motivated me a lot to hear that he wasn't supposed to be in the college wrestling room wrestling. He was supposed to be dead. And this kid fought back, and now look at it. And I was like, yeah, that sticks with me. And every time, sleep when it rains every day. Don't leave anything unfinished.
All right, cutting off the interview just one more time to tell everyone about Blue Chew. Guys, enter the room dick first. That's right. Blue Chew isn't just a tablet. It's a cheat code for your crotch. Stronger, harder, longer lasting, like someone gave your downstairs a pep talk and a gym membership. It's like you got a corner man for your downstairs. You know what I'm saying? Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. This ain't just a supplement. It's an erection resurrection. Guys, this ain't about performance. This is about legacy, or your third leg-a-see. Give her group chat something to talk about. You know when you lay it down, they're talking about how it gets up. Nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. Discover your options at bluechew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. As always, get your first month of Blue Chew free. Just use promo code SPINNIN, SPINNIN, no G at the end, just like it is in our handle, all of our socials, at checkout and pay $5 for shipping. That's it. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to bluechew.com for details and safety info. And big thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
How's it been coaching?
Oh, I love coaching. That was always a dream job. So
Wow, okay.
before I started fighting, I was coaching. Actually, Mark Fiore, who was Matt Hughes' coach, he had brought up a recruit to the room and heard I was training back in Milwaukee. This is when I was coaching in Illinois. They go, if you want to train, you can come down to our gym and check it out. And I went down the next day and kind of started off. He said it then, like, bro, in 3 fights, I can see you in the UFC. Duke Rufus said, saying, 3 fights, I can see you in the UFC. And I just didn't. I'm like, I tried. I give it a fight. Finished the guy in 9 seconds. Took another fight. Finished the guy.
Yeah.
Another fight.
There's
Finished.
literally
I went
3
to
fights,
Ultimate
right?
Fighter. It was like, dang, 3 fights. I was in the UFC. Like, they weren't joking. Yeah, they all seen it. So, but coaching was always something I was passionate about, to give back. Like, I would make $220 every 2 weeks. But I had 2 other jobs to pay my rent. You know, I had to do what I got to do. And then it came to a point where I got my first heavyweight national champ. I'll never forget, he said it. I coached for 2 years, and he said, Coach, if I go out here and win nationals this year, you got to go get gold. Hey, what you mean? Like, I don't want you to call. I want you to chase your dream. You get gold like I'm getting gold. You can always come back to this. He won his belt, and I handed him this. I gave him the bracket. I said, Coach, it's your turn. Like, you're right, DeQuince. It's my turn. I left. I moved to New Jersey, won the Ultimate Fighter. I got my gold, and after I won the belt, I actually went back to coaching college in Indiana. So I volunteer now at Marion University with the same coach I was with in Illinois. And I called him and said, yo, you still need a heavyweight coach? Like, yeah, of course. Like, all right, this time I'm about to move back. It's time to start working together. So now when I'm not in camp, I'm back there, I'm coaching. Like, just being in the room with these kids is always insightful to help these kids, because the best payment for me as a volunteer is when they hit a move in the match, and I'm excited to come out, Coach, we worked that this week. Like this true freshman I had beat this kid who I beat him early in the year, who was ranked in the country. And now it's like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we work this every day because you wanted it, and I helped you get there. That's the biggest payment for me. That's
awesome, yeah. When do you go out to Dubai for the fight?
So I'm leaving the 20th, September 20th.
Oh, pretty early, because the fight's October 3rd. So you're getting a full, 2 weeks out there.
Yeah, got that time change, that acclimation, all that. So I went to Africa. It took me 8 days before I was back to normal. Like, I was dragging.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I couldn't stay awake.
Felt like you had the extra 5 pounds all of a sudden.
Like, yo, what is going on? And I remember it was Monday of fight week. I did a double leg drive in my partner out in the middle of the drive. Like, I finally woke up like, oh, I'm back. They're like, what? Like, I feel good finally. Let's go. I'm good. Let's go. So I'm not doing that again. Make sure we get out there early with time to acclimate.
Yeah, and then do you, once you get out there, is there a weight cut that, I know you don't start intensely cutting weight immediately, but do you start shaving it off to lead into that weight cut?
Yeah, so right now I'm already starting to shave it down. Like I said, right now I'm at the area I want to stay at.
Yeah.
I lose 1 or 2 here and there, but I try to put at least 1 on at night. The first week there will be more just getting the body acclimated, getting all that, the travel and everything out. I'm going to drop a few pounds, probably try to hit the certain number mark. It's one number we want to start the water load at on fight week. And then Sunday we'll start. That's when it's that hard, start chugging water, and just push it all out of your body.
Yeah. Is that obviously it's tougher when you're traveling internationally, but are you in Dubai looking for meals, or do you come with stacked meals and everything like that?
So again, one thing about it is I left home at 17, so I'm gonna find a way to survive.
Yeah.
So even then at 17, you find a way to figure it out. And the first time, I think it was Ireland, we had to do it. It was there was no microwave in the room. You figure out how to cook food and with the little hot pots and stuff. So I'm gonna figure it out regardless. I don't travel with the food. I make it easier for me. I don't have to worry about if my meals gonna get bad. Are they gonna be rotten? If I eat, I'm gonna get a stomach bug or something.
Yeah.
I just go find a Whole Foods or whatever and find certain meats that I know I can cook and get a plastic bag and throw in there and throw water in a pot and just make it till it get hot. You know what I mean? You're gonna figure it out. And if I can get a microwave in the room, I can scramble eggs in the microwave. I do what I gotta do to survive. Just know that.
Yeah, that's under talked about. When you have to travel internationally, find out what you want to eat fight week and hope that it doesn't ruin your stomach.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Even when I travel internationally, and I haven't in a while,
yeah.
but I'm always thinking, oh no, is this going to make me sick?
Yes.
But I don't have a fucking
I don't have a fight to worry about.
That's
Yeah.
A lot of these guys, they are mental cases. Oh, my meal is this. Oh, this and that. Oh, I'm holding on to this. The biggest thing on me is the stress is gonna kill you for anything.
Yeah.
So you just gotta know, like I said, when I left home at 17, you gotta figure out how am I gonna do this? Like I wasn't old enough to get loans or anything because I graduated high school at 17. I'm young. You just gotta figure it out. So one thing I've carried with me in life is no matter where I am, I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna figure it out. Whatever I gotta do. If I gotta go into a restaurant, I'll pay you extra if you let me go back there and use your kitchen. Or if I can have the chef make this chicken, I don't even stress that. I'll get there and I'll make it work. If I gotta just go buy cold chicken, like chicken from sandwich meat, and just take that and then find cups of rice and find a way, I'm gonna make the weight regardless.
I love it.
Before we get you out of here, wanted to ask you if you could have one person watch you fight, come to your fights, who would it be? Dead or alive?
Well, that's a good question. I ain't never even thought about that one. Who? Dang. Got me stumped. Who would I have? Dead or alive? Shaq.
Shaq.
I think we can get.
We can make that happen.
Yeah, actually, that's why I said that because after I knocked Bader out, he messaged me. And we
Oh
was talking
shit!
back and
Really?
forth. And then when I fought Nemkov, he was gonna try to come out there for the first fight, but it was like the first round of the playoffs or something.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Shaq is somebody I was like, he's one of the somebody I don't think I'll be starstruck on. I've never been starstruck when I meet people. Like I'm kind of trying to stay humble. Like he's just a person just like me. But he's a guy kind of like I watched the documentary on him, just like the way his upbringing, the way like he said, "Be you." Out of the documentary, he watched his dad. He went down and did something. His dad pulled him from the court and got mad. Like, what are you doing, Dad? Like, be you. Like, that ain't what you go down, you dominate, you slant. And that kind of stuck. Like, stop trying to go out here and fight like other people.
Yep.
Be me. Go out there, take guys down and dominate. So, like, he's one guy. Like, I wore his jersey in the photos last time. Like, the big dominant man. Like, I looked up to that. Like, I'm the Shaq. I'm the overtime. Like, nobody's going to do this the way I can. And like I would love to have him there just to chat with him one time, or just to pick his brain. Like I like talking to legends like that and hear their mindsets and the way they live life.
He's a pretty legit MMA fan too. I met him at UFC in Miami in April. Got to shake his hand, and his hand just engulfed mine. Like you literally couldn't even see my hand anymore when he shook it. It was just gone.
You speak about DMs. He DM'd you. What's the worst DM you've gotten from a fan?
Man, the worst come from when I fought Dogasov the first time.
Oh,
really?
It was from
the Turkmenistanians, them dudes, bro. Like I said, like it started off, we went to Bellator. They had us in Connecticut doing the media. And when they had me on camera, they said Russian. They kept telling me, the Russian Dark Horse. Say the Russian Dark Horse, the Russian Dark Horse.
Yeah.
So everything I did, I kept saying the Russian Dark Horse. I'm coming, boogie, boogie. And out of nowhere, like I get in the car, my phone's going on, and I got DMs like, you disrespected our country. It's Turkmen's that we are not Russian. He will kill you. If we see you outside, we're going to
your comments
like,
too, I bet.
Yeah, it's like I get the flag, like the whole fight camp.
Yeah, the
flags,
whole
fight camp, it was nothing but they flags. And every post I made, their flag. There's like 100 of them. Like, and it's some now, like I remember the face, like I'm looking like this was the same guy, and he's still there, like he's gonna come. The last time was an accident. He's gonna kill you. Like, okay, these guys just wrote deep.
And you're
like,
remembering the same ones from the last fight. You got a great memory.
That's the thing. I
forget like what I ate for breakfast yesterday.
My memory is like I got people that call me from a kid. Yo, what was that one movie? And I tell you right again, like, yo, how do you remember all that stuff when we was kids? Like I don't forget.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I don't remember what I ate for lunch yesterday.
I keep receipts when people say stuff.
You
like,
remember the studio from 3 years ago?
I know,
I remember what I wore. I had my Yankees jersey on.
Yeah, you did.
Gray hat.
You had the Yankees jersey on.
I don't forget any of that stuff.
Like photographic memory, yeah.
You're like
crazy.
LeBron like that.
So like after fights, like I read comments. And I can't remember exactly what post. And I go back and find, like, and I'll say, oh, so what were you saying? Like, I go back and do something like, I remember stuff like that all the time. Like, I keep every receipt, and it's just stuck in his mind. And I think that's the way why I fight the way I fight. Like, I've been
Probably
told my
part
whole
of the reason
life.
why you're such a good fighter, too. Like, there's nothing you forget.
My whole life, I was always told, I can't, I won't, you shouldn't. Because I used to be fat, 300 pounds. I was picked last and everything. Like, I was unathletic. The guy just quiet. So I always remember, even since then, when kids and parents and teachers, principals would say stuff. So all that stuff like kind of motivate me through life. And now same thing as a pro fighter. They post stuff and I read it. I don't react to it, but I remember. Then after the fight, I fly back quick, like you were saying.
I love that. Obviously, the fight is on October 3rd. We can't wait. We're in your corner. We're rooting for you. And check it out on October 3rd.